Command like zombie. Go down on me, you with your coca body. Cause this your milky for fronting now for me. Pull on for me, I no go to me corny. And if you're milky na fighty, I saw me polo. Gelato honey, oh baby. And if you're milky na fighty, I saw me polo. Baby, gonna waka waka when you enter my. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with, yeah. She said that we be on that gang shit. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with, yeah. She said that we be on that gang shit. No more, I ain't never met no one like you before, yeah. She said she like the way I wear my clothes. I know we got one thing in common, we both want the dough. She told me she won't fuck me, she just want me down. When I first met you, took you real high, just fell down. I just wanna take you down. When you with me, know you ain't got nothing to worry about. Cause once I got you, you for me, girl, you was lost and found. I love you, know I be on that gang shit. Compared to these niggas, no, I ain't cut like this. I'm fresh as hell, I got on all this Supreme shit. I walk in with 2K, we on that 3 shit. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my diamond chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with. She said that we be on that gang shit. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my diamond chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with. She said that we be on that gang shit. I be pulling up, flexing on that 3 shit. Bitch say she want no cheese. Bitch made her say, please, why you treat me like this? Told her you know how we rock it. Me and my time, we on the road. Gang shit, you know how I do. Back to back, steady going for all the drugs while we on the road. Me and my time, we on the road. Gang shit, you know how I do. Back to back, steady point forward. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with. She said that we be on that gang shit. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with. She said that we be on that gang shit. Thought we was done, but it ain't over till I said we finished. She told me everything she said, that she really meant it. Said she was with me for the long haul since the beginning. No, I'm Georgia, baby, I ain't tripping on your history. She said she like when she be with me, she like I kick it. Say I'm official, don't know you ain't spit it, I spit it. And shit the fake, I'm on the age, I don't have to mention. No, I don't have to mention. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with, yeah. She said that we be on that gang shit. She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with, yeah. She said that we be on that gang shit.
Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield. Looks like the game.
She said she like how I be swaggin'. She said she wanna be my down chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash with. She said that we be on that gang shit. She said she like how I be swaggin'. like the way I hold my clothes. I know we got one thing in common, we both want the dough. She told me she won't be for me, she just won't hold me down. Real I had to stay you down. I just wanna take you down. When you with me, know you ain't got nothing to worry about. Cause once I got you for me, girl, you was lost and found. Pull up, you know I be on that gang shit. Compared to you niggas, no, I ain't cut like this. I'm fresh as hell, I got on all this Supreme shit. I walk in with 2K, we on that 3 shit. She said shit like I be swag. She said she wanna be my dime chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my dime chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. I be pulling up, flexing on that 3 shit. Bitch say she want my cheese. Made her say, please, why you treat me like this? Told her you know how we rockin'. Made one time on young hoes. Gang shit, you know how it go. Back to back, steady point for all the drugs while we on the road. Made one time we on the road. Gang shit, you know how it go. Back to back, steady point for. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my time chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my time chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. Thought we was done, but ain't know what I said we finished. She told me everything she said, that shit really meant it. That shit is really for the long haul, it's the beginning. No, I'm Georgia, baby, I ain't tripping on your issue. She said she like when she be with me, she like I kid. Say I'm official, don't know you ain't speedy, I speed. That shit the fake, I'm on the A, I don't have to mention. No, I don't have to mention. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my time chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my time chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit.
Looking to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Browns reeling the try. It goes as a gain of 9 and leads the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3. Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me.
She said she wanna be my girl. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my girl. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. Young boy, I ain't never met no one like you before. Yeah. She said she like the way I wear my clothes. I know we got one thing in common, we both want the dough. She told me she won't be for me, she just won't hold me down. When I first met you, to be real, I had to stay down. I just wanna take you down. When you with me, know you ain't got nothing to worry about. Cause once I got you for me, girl, you was lost and found. Pull up, you know I be on that gang shit. Compared to you niggas, no, I ain't cut like this. I'm fresh as hell, I got on all this Supreme shit. I walk in with 2K, we on that 3 shit. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my time chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. She said she like I be swag. She said she wanna be my time chick. She said you the one I wanna get that cash. She said we be on that gang shit. I be pulling up, flexing on that.
comes the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return.
Yo, bro, my nigga, son, that was real talk cheating, bro. I didn't even fucking do that shit, man. How they gonna make my nigga spin out the end zone and fucking nail it, bro? That's crazy.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, who dumps this one off here to Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They go play action now. Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one pick.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From from way up at the 23.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Offense set to get this drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this is going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Yo, good catch, bro. Like that was a nice catch, bro. Good shit.
Even 80 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. They'll run with Hall. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking it's just pounded in there.
Gotta hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll try to run it here with Hall. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there.
On 4th and goal, here's the option.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit it over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help them snatch away a victory.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball that arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And some space here.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Raiders are going to get the football first here in the overtime session as we are back underway. From way up at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 146 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Gets this to Moore. Almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll go for it. It's Hall. They find some open field here. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to the ground with Hall. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now Wilson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in